once again. Melanie and Tony under the tree. For some reason, Melanie don't be under the tree. She like looking at her hair. Listen now. Well, happy, 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 happy. This is the day that the Lord has made. And let us rejoice in it. Melanie, what do you say?
Happy
You good?
Sunday, yes, I'm good. You're waiting for the music to go?
Yeah, when the music goes, then I get really, really good.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can help you out with that.
Why the show is going to be interesting. Very interesting because we got, what are we doing? Woman, man, six a dozen, the same thing. That's what it is? Oh no, marriage, money, sex, and what else? Love?
Sex, love, and money.
Sex, love, and money. But you know, I gotta clear some business, but you ain't much things but money and sex.
Okay.
But I gotta clear some things. Let me clear up one or two of the things first.
Clear up the business.
Yeah, let me
Get
clear
it
it up.
going.
The first thing I can clear up today is the fact that I think Brave Davis is doing pretty well, eh?
So far?
Yeah, so far so good. He remind me about a man on a mission.
Yeah, and the Bahamas needed that.
Yeah, we needed somebody who, you know, we give ministry props. Give ministry props. He came and went. That's how far as it. And left no history.
Really?
No, the only history he left, he make a lot of people mad and he gone. He ain't done, he ain't plan nothing. What he plan?
Well, you know, I always...
Anyway,
I'm
say what you
saying
say.
nothing.
No,
No,
go
no,
ahead,
no, no, no,
I
no,
know.
no.
Go ahead, man. Say what you gonna say. So let me.
I'll say he did his best with what he had.
You think so? I don't think so.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of things being revealed in terms of inaction, which doesn't speak too well.
For him.
But I guess, you know, it was overwhelming. Inexperience, you know.
It was overwhelming.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I we don't really talk politics on our show because it's a relationship show, but I want to dwell into this politics a little bit because it's interesting that things are being revealed. But every government that comes in, things will be revealed. But I just impressed Brave Davis' speeches. Now it mightn't have nothing behind it, but the point I'm making, they are well speech.
What do you mean that they mightn't have anything?
Okay, because if I say to you, I can bring you fish next week, and the fish don't reach, your speech, don't care how pretty it is, it don't mean anything. Don't care how well it's received, because when you make a speech, you have to then follow it through. You wonder where I go with this thing.
No, I'm listening.
Okay. I think he's made some great speeches, but climate change is one of the hardest things for you to follow through on.
Well, in essence, from what I gather, he has presented our case. And the action really is not his. It's for the powers that be. And as he suggested, we absorb a lot of the toxins that is creating the climate change in our ocean, right? But the countries that's creating the issue, basically he has spoken to that, and I think he spoke to that very well.
Well, that's good, but don't sign off nothing unless we sure we can live by it.
Well, again, listening to the after speech press conference, the technical persons were left behind. They're there until the 12th of this month. So all the signing, the agreements, and the contribution to what will happen is yet to follow. So
well, I tell you what, he impressed me.
I was impressed as well.
But I just want him to know that I like for him to follow up whatever he's contributing out there. Don't make me look bad. Don't make me go to bat for him and then he let me down. Because you can't say you can do this and then come back and do the thing.
Okay.
You know what I talking about? You have an idea?
You know, I may be jumping the gun like you, but I have faith that him and his administration will do good by the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I have faith in
I
that.
also
I like what I see so far
Yeah.
in the rolling out and the selection of persons to play strategic role in the restoration and moving forward of the country.
Because you see some women making some statements.
No.
You get a lot of women involved.
I'm talking about even the appointment of chairmen or chairpersons of the board. You know, I listen a lot to the bickering. Bahamians are very big on bickering.
We know
But
that.
it doesn't matter who come and what they come bearing. You're going to have bickerers. But at the end of the day, for me, you know, in our discussions, you always seem to think that I sway with one party or the other. But no, my focus is always what are you bringing for the people of the Bahamas. I don't do party politics.
Well, that's very good. And it's a good start. So you get my support. And I will stick with him until me and him start having this back and forth. Because you know I can let him know we do the food. But I support him wholeheartedly, and I want it, 100% behind him, because he got to do well. Because we got to be
He
doing well.
will do well. He will do well. The thing about it is, I just want to see Bahamians getting the opportunity to invest in our country.
Well, I just want some of the foreigners to understand that this is the Bahamas, and we are Bahamians, and we should be the ones be first.
Okay.
Not
As
them.
a matter of fact, you know, in our show last week, remember the persons that was in the Zoom forum,
Yeah.
and you wanted to speak to them. Do you know that one of those ladies are actually Chester Cooper's sister?
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, she would get drilling the drill master. But
And
anyhow.
that's why she didn't come again for the class reunion, because she was here during the opening of Parliament. Yeah.
Well, that's good for her. And what's her name? So I know Chester.
Sylvia.
Sylvia. Okay. Now, you all know I'm a big supporter and 100% behind the Atomic Association.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I just want to send a shout out to them. The great work they were doing. Hunkathon, and they're doing some great things, and continue the job. And count on me. Call on me. I support you wholeheartedly. Secondly,
Yeah, they're basically still selling some stuff that that left over from the Hunkathon.
Yeah.
Eye care is always year-round thing. You never stop using your eyes, so you never should stop promoting health.
well,
the
you know,
health of your
folks,
eyes.
the Atomic Association is selling masks,
Yes.
and your eye,
Love your eyes.
Love
The
your
heart
eye.
says love, yeah.
your eyes is important. And they want you to know that your eyes are important, and now for you to stay safe, to keep your mouth shut. I mean, come on. No, just messing. To keep your mouth.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself. So
Yes.
the Atomic Association is selling masks.
$5.
$5 a pop.
Yeah.
It's all and go to the association so they can do screening for you free. So hit them up. Melly number, they got a number? I can't remember. Well, don't worry about that. We're moving right along.
And
We got
they're
some,
also selling hand sanitizers with a key ring and a
hand sanitizer
and a
key ring.
pouch to hold it. Yeah.
And let me hide myself so ugly. And they selling t-shirts, Atomic, you see, your eye. Their sanitizer is a pretty big one, but
Yeah, that was a part of the Hunkathon.
and this is part of the
Hashtag love your
Hashtag
eyes.
love your eyes. And you can hit them up, and they answer questions too. So you can hit them up, and they'll help you with your eye and how where to go.
Yeah, ongoing.
Ongoing.
Yeah,
So
year
just-
round there are
yeah, right.
activities.
And then they will come to your work. I don't know if it's small. It might be a small fee, but I think they organize it. If you have a large grouping, they'll come and do screening They'll probably organize it and do screening on your whole employee so they know where their eyes at, what's going on. So there's a part of association that I love. I love my eyes. See, I kind of sleepy now and my eye in a little trouble, but that's all right. They're a part that I love and I support. So Melanie, the Time Association, keep them going. Wishing you a part of it. Make sure they do well. Anyway, our shows love. Whatever, marriage, sex,
Love,
and
sex, and
I
money.
know what it is, you know, love, sex,
Love,
and money.
sex, and money.
But before we get into that, Melanie, anything you got to clean up before I go?
No, no.
I got to clean up something.
Only thing I could say, it's nice to have some cool weather.
Yeah, Christmas is
first-
coming.
First, I would call it a cold front. First cold front
I
for
love-
the season, but it's cool.
Folks, I love Christmas season. Don't worry about it. I love Christmas season because that's where I get all the gifts. I got some grandchildren. They better not forget me. Anyway, moving right along. But, you know, on the flip side of that, I have to buy all them gifts. Anyway, moving right along. But, Mandy, you always said what you want to show because you think I'm a career comedian.
You always promise that you're gonna do a comedian
you
show
think so?
for them.
Well, let me say something this week. Y'all can remember this. This will y'all still have in y'all chest to carry. You think you're rich when you got a lot of money and you got one business and you this and that. Everybody believe they rich. And well, I got a story to tell you. What you know? How you know Bahamian man rich? Let me tell you. I know one friend who got this. How you know the rich? Who got your wife and his sweethearts go to the same church? They sit in the same Catholic church together or every Sunday.
You better leave these Catholic people alone. But
I tell you how you know you're from. I tell you how you know people rich. Look at that right now. This how you know you're rich. You got this is a true story. And the wife and the child, the wife and the sweetheart, they got children go to private school. And the man is paid his private school. And they live in the same area. And the man got, so that's how you know you're rich, man. And they sit in the church every Sunday, in the Catholic church every Sunday, close. They don't sit too far from one another. So that's how you know you're rich, because only God riches can keep. He blessed from God. He rich. He only God. You know God got to keep him.
Oh, okay.
Because he rich. That's right. He's so rich. He can sit. They can sit in the same church. Only God's blessing. He got plenty of money. God's blessing. Yeah. Cause, oh Lord, let me stop.
Okay,
Hey,
so
moving right along. What you do? Moving right along. Look, what you do?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, moving right along. Yeah.
Tony like to be in full view.
Moving right along. I tell you this now. Let me say this. Now we talking. Topic is money,
Love, sex, and
love,
money.
and sex.
Mm-hmm.
So how you want to approach this now?
You had the idea that you had something for the men that
The man?
watch our show. Yeah.
Oh, for the man. Oh,
You said that this was targeting the men, so I only
for the
followed.
men to be a
Yeah.
little smarter, so they could understand what's going
Okay.
on.
I
Oh,
think that's what you
so
said.
that's what you want me to do. Well, we can take it slowly. You won't start. Where you won't start? See, because let me tell you, what happened. It's like a bracket. This is an age bracket. See, when you're talking about, money in relationship is in a bracket of when the woman from either 20 to right in the bracket 20 to 40 or so. That's money. For the Bahamian man, you got to be smart, because that relationship there is based on money.
Let me get it. Let me get it clear.
Don't you tell me you love me. And in that bracket, that's all about money.
Am I getting you clear in
Go ahead, get me
understanding
clear.
that women between the age of 20 and 40, when they tell a man that they love him, it is all about the money. So if the money is there, he gonna get a lot of that. But if it ain't no money, then what happens?
No, she getting the money because she only loving for the money.
So
20
she's
to 40.
getting the money, and
In
what
that
is he
bracket,
getting?
most women in that bracket only like it's things keep them there in a relationship. Things. No, they might tell you at the beginning they love you and all that, but it's only things. They trying to accumulate things. You see, in that bracket. And when you reach the bracket of 40 to 50, it's a short bracket.
Okay.
That is, see, you say money, love, and sex.
Sex, love, and money. I love
Okay.
money and sex, yes.
So when you're reaching the bracket in the middle of the 40 to 50, that's sex.
Okay.
That bracket is sex.
Okay. It's all about the sex for the woman between the age of 40 and 50.
Yeah, it's about sex.
Okay.
It's about, for the man, it's about him finding you. For the woman, I just getting out of this period thing. So it's all about, it's about sex thing. It's about, I could do this now and
Okay. Free range.
Free reign.
No fear of pregnancy. No. So she can let it all hang out.
There you go. And there's a couple other brackets, but the window gets smaller. You notice the window gets smaller because I started from 20 to 40, and then 40 to 50, and now we go 50 to 60. 50 to 60 is about love.
Okay.
Because now, in that bracket, that short bracket, a woman done sent her children to school. She probably done divorce. So now she's looking for somebody to be with her. And her thing is, that you ever notice women in that bracket, they cook breakfast for you every morning?
The 50 to 60 bracket?
Yeah, they cook breakfast every morning. They cook breakfast every morning. They massage you. They clip your toe. They this, they that. They look after you. They cook and clean. And it's a bracket. So folks, you better catch this. Melody can say this again, because you got to catch this. This is real talk under the tree. Now the 60 to 70 is they lying on God.
60 to 70?
They lying on God.
Meaning?
We only talk about sex, love, and this, right? Meaning that they telling you they finish with sex, they finish with man, they finish with this, they finish with that, but they sneaking. They lying.
60 to 70.
Yeah, they go to church regular and sit in the church and they fool around with either the deacon, the pastor. Yeah, you find on your face. This real talk. You can find your face as much as what. So we can go back to it, and we can break it down.
Ready for the ride, ladies and gentlemen?
This
Hope
real.
you are ready for the ride. Tony is on a roll. Let's go, Tony.
So we go backwards.
Break it down now.
We can go backwards. You could go you can start at the beginning, or we go from top to bottom. Wherever you want to go.
Let's start with
The bottom, go up? No, you want to start from bottom.
I think so, because unless you have less to say about the 60 to 70-year-olds.
The 60, 70-year-old, they is passing time. They basically just living.
But aren't okay, so they're not in a relationship?
No, they got somebody else,
the
man.
majority of
Most
them
time they
are.
got somebody else, man. Or my son, the fella they got, he only come now and then. He only having he having his special cook food, and he come and get that on Sunday, and he just chat and talk. That's somebody husband or somebody. See, that's what's going on. See,
You make it sound as if women between the age of 60 and 70 live very lonely lives
most of them live by themselves.
in the Bahamas.
Yeah, most of them live by themselves because their husband done die. The children done gone to school. The
Children
children done
got
married.
grandchildren.
The grandchildren probably come, but they live most of them by themselves.
Okay.
And most of the women at that age want to stay by themselves. Because they saying, I can't be bothered because the man gave me so much stress. I don't want another man. That's what they tell you. The words, I don't want another man.
Yeah, basically, they tired taking care of somebody else. They just wanna enjoy the rest of their life.
They want to take a break, but they need some companion, some longer way. So what they do after church, somebody husband come around, sit down, eat food before he go home, have a chat. And they call him their friend. They don't say this is my sweetie or boyfriend. They say this is my friend, come to visit me.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, right?
Lord, I'm in trouble. I know that.
You talk about the women 60 to 70. They have lost their husbands and they choose to be alone. But the man, 60 to 70, what does he do?
He doesn't choose to be alone.
What does he do?
He looked to prey on somebody who's that age.
Which age?
The 60 to 70.
Really?
Yeah, the man who goes to the bar and drink rum. See, it don't be the old man, 70 at age. See, it's be the
I'd
younger.
say 60 to 70. I'm trying to compare the male
it'd be the younger fella.
activity.
See, the fella who 54, 55, they're the ones who keep the 60 and 70-year-old sweet.
Okay. So who is the male 60 to 70 keeping sweet?
The young gal. He keeping the young gal sweet because he's a fool. So what he does, he takes his hard-earned money, pay mortgage, pay the rent, because he could do that because now he don't have no other bills. He already established himself in a probably little business, just that, or a salary that he could pay. He don't need nothing. Watch this. He got in his closet, he got some clothes he had from, he was 40. He still got them. He really don't need nothing like women who need this and all that. Most men don't need nothing. We get 2-3 pants, 3 shoes. We good. So all our money we make is spent on the young guy. Because it is better in our head. Because your mouth, I had to hear that. See, because the old woman wants stability, the older woman wants stability, wants love. She wants to know where she want to go.
She wants companionship.
Yeah, the young girl don't really care about that.
She just wants the things.
Done. See, that's where we come back to 20 to 40. Right in the middle there. They only want what they want. See, the 20 to 40 they want like what you call to creep the ladder. So they want to build this brick and mortar. That's what I call it, brick and mortar. They want car, then someplace to live, then they want their own house, then they want to have a party, so their friends will come along, this that. They want to wear the fancy clothes, this drive the fancy car. Okay, that's the 20 to 40. The 40 to 50 realize either this dude I have is a dreamer, so I ain't gonna get there. So I need to find another fella. So now she looking for stability. She looking for, now she probably got a house. So she looking for either somebody to come to help her keep the house. So what has happened here? The young girl, she want to build family. She want to have baby. She want to have her own this. And then her body starts moving. Right? So her body move from, what you see is a hairstyle change. When she was getting the hair twist, now she getting it straight. So now she going to the hairdresser, beauty salon, the 20 to 40, beauty salon goes up and up. Then it goes from eyelashes. See, keep moving. Then the hair change, color change. Then the tuck, the breast, this, it goes from the cheek, so it goes from one thing to the next.
So what is the motive? What is the driving force behind all these activities that
The young ones, the 40 to
that the
20.
20 to 40 is
Well,
actually?
She's trying to also find herself. She's trying to find that where she sit in society, where she can sit. So she got so much things going on. It depends on the individuals. Some got their career that they chasing. Some don't care about career. Some just care about the man bringing them money, and they just staying home and looking sexy. So it's like a balance, but the 40 to 50 is the dangerous one. That's where the brackets become because you can't come and run no game on that crew. That crew sexy, not just their physical body, they sexy in their mind. They thought the way they think is sexy. The way they walk is sexy.
40 to 50.
Yeah, they sexy because they done been out there. They done know how it's situation out there. They done know that this dude here is a joker. They can pick him out of the pack. So when he come with he little, I own this and I this and that, and they like, yeah, they'll play him to death. See, when he think he playing the game, he getting played. That's the bracket. That 40 to 50 will play like a violin. Scream all over the place. So that's how.
Well, I hope that our viewers will
Well,
will make an input on this, Tony, because I can't refute you. I only know.
you stay in the house, so you know.
I walk down the path of the 20 to 40, 40 to 50.
Yeah, but
like you say,
professional.
Yeah.
See, you in that bracket where you in that professional career, you're a career-oriented person. So your bracket is totally different. I don't want to say the word blind. I don't say
you changed me from old school.
No, you so not in what's going on around you. You ain't not into that. You just into your focus. Your focus of where you got to go. You focus. So as you focus oriented, there's some women like that. More we call career. Like women who got their career. You have a plan. You saying, look, I got my bachelor's, then I got my master's, then I got my PhD. See, you so focused now. Your next thing is now you want to go get your double doctorate and PhD. See, or you want to own your own stake in the world. You understand me?
That's more
okay.
like it.
So you got your focus, and then you ain't looking for nobody to do that for you. You're looking on your own to go do it. If a guy comes along, he help. But you have your focus of where you go. Some women like that. But majority of, especially Bahamian women, they think that I try to wonder. Oh, hear me? Now I know y'all women out there now. Like, I know y'all like to beat me up, but I ain't care. But listen, I can beat y'all up now. And this is no maybe, so this is fact. Why Bahamian women always believe that man should take care of them?
That's the way we've been taught.
But that is so wrong because what man should do, man should enhance you. You should take care of yourself. Woman knows supposed to be independent. That's why some of them get treated the way they get treated.
That's for sure. Because when a man taking care of you, trust me, he feel that he own you. He could give you anything and you take it. You
right,
and you just put up and shut up.
And I am still at the point where it baffles why so many Bahamian women believe that men should take care of them.
Like I said, it's a cultural belief.
I should take care of you.
It's a cultural belief.
You didn't change that. I should take care of you when you marry me. It's all totally different.
As a matter of fact, I think I mentioned it in our last show where I've heard my nephew talking about it too, and the young men today are wiser than the men of yesterday.
The young fellas ain't playing.
Yeah, because it's like you and I are only friends, and you expect for me to take my entire paycheck and buy you whatever it is that you think that you want, because somewhere along the line you may give me a little piece here and there,
Yeah.
or but I giving you and you giving me, it ain't like I
Well,
taking something.
Yeah, but women today, a society in the Bahamas, and most only the Bahamas, they really feel, on the Caribbean probably, they really feel that men should be taking care of them. And then I can say it, folks on listening to me, I know you might be a little upset when I say this, but I can say this. You think because you give some sex, and this sex is all the world over, and this is yours especially, and nobody else. Listen to me, woman, y'all gotta wake up. Stop playing this sex game. This sex game, this old school. Y'all gotta take this sex game out of your head now. This thing is old school because men are getting wiser to this. Cause see, anybody could cook and clean for you. Cook and clean ain't no big thing.
No, man, cook and clean for
Man, cook for themselves. So the point I'm making is, why is it these women believe? That's how a lot of them getting hurt and don't understand why the man have a sweetheart. Because you use this sex as a weapon. And that's why man having sweetheart, and some of y'all, and y'all trying to figure out, well, why you this kid? Because he gotta keep on calling you and begging you for sex. You love me. If I'm married to you and you love me, yeah, I shouldn't be asking for it. It's supposed to be a given. So if I gotta keep asking for it, one day I can say, people are only human. This is how men operate. People are human. You say, you know what, I asked you this. The very time he keep asking, somebody keep knocking on the door, somebody showing up all the time and saying, why are you still with that woman? You're dreaming. She's a dreamer. You have a thing called work relationship. Oh, Lord, help me. There's plenty work relationship goes on in the Bahamas. That means the person you work with, your sweetheart with. Work relationship. The work sweetheart. It happens on these big jobs with a bunch of people. Oh, it's a work sweetheart. Man and woman is doing it. It ain't subject to one. And so, woman has to stop being naive. And I'm not bashing the woman. I just putting it there so the woman can understand. You gotta stop being naive, because when you be naive, that's when you get used to the max. Melanie, I know you got something to say. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking as I listen to all that you have said. Old school, yes, that's me.
Too old school.
But the thing is love overrated? Is there no such thing as a genuine interest in the other party and the party having a genuine interest in you, where there's the total package of love, sex, and money?
Woman probably cost this, I tell you why, and I ain't beating on them. A man will come and love you just for love, but a woman want things. She's and some of them got this tear in their mouth, and they say things like, "Well, I guess soap because I got to bathe my skin." But your ma give you soap. That's who you live with your ma. Why your ma don't buy your soap? Or you go to the store and buy your own soap. Why would you tell a man you got to buy soap for you? See, you degrading yourself from that minute. Like, if Melanie, you ask a question if it's genuine love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it's difficult. See, because the pressures... No, hold on. Let's be honest. The pressures of the way the Bahamas is operated. Every time a woman goes out to work, she hear the girls talk about, child, I know, child, I with this, that, child, that. See, the pressures... So
the negative talk, the negative vibes,
and
the negative influence as it relates to relationship,
mm-hmm.
and that is where I feel the problem really is, because why should someone else be setting the standards for what goes on in your relationship?
And
should those standards not be set by you and the individual who you are in the relationship with?
Yeah. We allow. See, okay, you can hire a young girl, and she comes in right off her mother, who Christian family, right out of the church and the family. And once she get into around 6, 7 men, everybody can try. If she look good and she says, everybody can try their hand. Now, what happens if somebody keep telling you every day, you look good, I love you, you sexy, this I want, this, that, this, and they bringing you stuff. The temptation of you saying no, no, no. So what women most of the time do, they cling to one person, even if they don't dating, they cling to one person, get the rest of them.
Okay.
So I can friend this one, and the very one you friend might be the devil in the box.
Okay.
And he will break you down slowly. Every day he come, break it down. You only human. You looking for love too. You young and green. You looking for love too. Cause now you got your hormones moving, so you feel. So ain't no matter of time before you crack. Because most times, even you well grounded, most times you need to find a husband too.
And that brings us to the point that we always seem to circle back to, Tony, and that is the foundation has to be laid. And it has to be, okay, you talk about this, the social pressure, the negative talk in the work environment, the negative talk in the social environment, and persons allow that to penetrate their thought processes. And so when they are in the relationship and a man says something or a woman says something, because men do negative talk as well.
Yeah.
Right? And you are so preoccupied and so distracted by the voices in your head that you are not giving the individual that is in your presence an opportunity to prove themselves to be good or bad, because you already come with a prejudgment that all men are dogs, all women are whores. So where does that leave any room for growth, for appreciation of each other? And then why then does there have to be this silo of sex here, love there, money there? I think it should be all in one package, but it should be a part of a discovery journey between the two individuals. Me coming, meeting you, we're both strangers to each other, we have conversation, we spend public time together, you know, and not all about sex and passion and lust. And then at the end of 2 to 3 months, you know, then you shying away, you disregarding, you disrespecting, talking bad to the person in public, you know, why?
Yeah. But see, the point is this: when you love, you talking about genuine love, right? That's what you're talking about.
I'm talking about relationships and the growth and the journey that will eventually flourish into something meaningful and long term.
See, when a woman meets a guy, she's thinking long term.
And a man ain't.
No, a man thinking, let me find where this woman head is at.
And that's what the woman doing too.
No.
Listen.
After 2 weeks, a woman done in love.
Some women.
Yeah, more than
I won't disregard
the
that.
minute a woman has opened her leg for you, she married. She ain't married by ringing finger, but she married in her mind. She done say.
She lock on
Yeah,
you.
she tried to make you Oh, relationship.
But, well, that again now have to do with the era and the phase and stage. Now, that is where the 20 to 40, the 40 to 50 to 60,
Excuse me.
50 to 60 comes in, because maturity brings different things to the table as it relates to establishing new relationships. So,
Bahamian man is not immature. Majority of Bahamian men is not mature. You ever met a guy when he believes his money is his power?
that's most people.
No, I'm talking about
Most
man.
men.
He played a power game from crackety. His goal is to show this woman who he must meet. This is the way he show his love. That he got money.
And so that is really the problem, because men throw around their money,
because
and so depending on who the woman is, right? I had a conversation,
because
these ongoing conversations,
because he
right?
realized that the woman these one Bahamian woman into money.
Yeah.
So that's why he played that game.
So yeah, they play the game.
Yeah.
They play the game, and I had a conversation with my favorite person, as always. Right, always my reference point. And when she started out a relationship, first encounter, the person was like, "Here, buy yourself some gas." And she said, "Well, my car is full of gas. I don't need any gas." So he said, "Well, buy yourself something to eat." She's like, "I'm not hungry." Right? So in essence, it's like, say, "Well, I know y'all Bahamian women like money." and it's like, "Well, I am employed. I am self-sufficient. I am able to take care of myself. I do not need your money. Thank you very much." Right? So yes, you do have some women in the Bahamas and around the world who are all about the money, and it ain't necessarily confined to the 20 to 40. You have some people across the life spectrum, some women across the life spectrum that will take, and they always there. Some women are beggars. "Oh, I got my light bill to pay. Oh, I got this to do."
But majority of women might come out to be beggars, but they have hidden agendas. Us beggars, right? They have hidden agendas. Some wouldn't ask, but they would say to their friends, "Child, he think he could just come in and play with me, but I got bills to pay." See, you could tell me anything, but if you really put the senses out there, Bahamian woman believe that man's supposed to take care of them.
I know that, but like I said, it's cultural.
Yeah,
that's
but
you have a.
But they gotta stop the culture.
No.
What you mean? No?
Remember the dower?
Yeah.
Right. That's traditional. That's an African heritage, and even in modern Western societies, when people are dating and they are betrothed or engaged, there are certain expectations from the man, there are certain expectations from the woman. And I don't know if that's why the wedding is always paid by the bride's family, because the man take care of everything from there on in, because it is the man's place. But trust me, tell me as a man, what is your natural instinct as it relates to your role in a relationship? What is it? What is it?
My role, you mean the first time I met
your natural role in a relationship?
And a marriage, relationship, just
relationship,
living together.
Period.
What do you mean by this?
Period.
Okay, period.
Let me put it like this. You're married, you're engaged, but you're in love with this woman. What is your natural inclination?
To make her happy.
To make her happy. And how do you go about making her happy?
I go about making her happy to make her as comfortable as I can.
By doing what?
By putting smiles on her face.
How? Stop evading the question.
No, I'm not evading. It could be by love.
Love is what?
I love by being there for her.
In
Make
which
sure-
ways?
Many ways. Many ways. It's a whole circle.
It's a full spectrum,
Yeah.
yes. But I want to hear some of the tangible
Okay.
things.
The tangible things, communication.
Communicate with her.
Right.
Okay.
Let her know that I'm a man of my word.
Mm-hmm.
If I say I'm gonna do something, I do it.
Okay. So
Right.
you do things for her.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I'm not saying, hold on. Money is not the focus.
What is the focus for
The
you?
focus is being that I show her love and respect.
Mm-hmm.
And she can count on me, I got her back. Now, if it means financially down the road, yes, financially. But not that I must give you my money all the time. All you're looking for is me to just buy stuff, give you.
Okay.
That's not what a relationship is based on.
Okay.
Let's say, for an argument's sake, you go down the road and you get a flat tire, and the tire is no good, and you call me and say, Tony, me and you just start having a relationship. You call me. So Tony, you could have your own money, to pay for your tire, but you might need me to take your tire off, to take your tire to the shop, and you purchase your tire and put it back on. So what I'm saying to you, in how I treat you, is the key.
Okay. So
Now-
your natural instinct is to be a caregiver.
Right.
Giver.
A caregiver.
To ensure that she is secure.
Right.
And whatever her needs are,
It's
they are met.
Right.
So
But not to
basically,
pay your bills, not to come and give you money every week. No, I shouldn't be doing that. What I should be doing,
so you're a support network. You're a
Right.
supporter.
wherever you fall,
Not a provider.
right, wherever you fall,
Uh-huh.
I should be able to pick up.
Okay.
Now,
So that's
even
where
if it's in big means,
Mm-hmm.
small means, it don't matter. Let me explain. I shouldn't have to keep giving you money every week for rent. All
Okay.
right. That shouldn't be my role. My role,
because you're not married to
Yeah,
her.
my role-
But if you were married to her,
That's a
then
different
that's
story.
your responsibility.
my role should be to make her happy. So if she say, I have a light bill, my light bill come, and I fall short of $200, and I give her the $200. That's the difference. See,
So
that's
she
different.
falls short every month, you will give her the.
No, that means she got a game. But here the key. Here the key.
Okay.
If I realize she's in a financial bind,
And that will come over a period of
Right,
time
right.
because you get to know
No.
her, you know what her
Right.
routine is, and all of that. So basically, it's getting to know her,
Exactly.
getting to support her in areas where you know that it's not mandatory that you do this and
But
that
don't
and the
tell
other.
me, I need to put money or to give money because you think I'm making the money and you feel that I'm capable of giving you money, so you think that I should be giving you money. See, because you
Okay.
don't got my pocket. You thinking not for me, you thinking of my pocket.
Okay.
So how you get in my pocket, first of all? You know how you get in my pocket?
How?
Because that's what you come there for.
You've been watching, yeah.
You only
Yeah.
come date me because you know I'm capable of giving you.
Okay.
And it's unfortunate that this is how Bahamians are thinking. They're thinking that we should be the ones, man, should take care of you. I'm not supposed to take care of you. Who we got?
That's
Anybody?
how, no
Okay.
comments.
Yeah, so
That's how we have been conditioned because you bring the dowry, you bring the letter, you bring the ring. Today, however, our younger people are doing it a little differently. They're doing it a little differently. They are dating and they ain't bringing nobody home until they sure that, hey, you know what, we've been going for a little bit. And I like you and you like me. We done talk and we in this thing together. So we moving forward at least long term. And they still don't talk marriage.
So
and
why?
it ain't expected
why?
that
Let me tell
this
you.
person is going to be their husband or wife.
Yeah, but let me tell you why the love. You talk about the love, why genuine love is not basically happening
Mm-hmm.
is because most times people come to you, and what they do, they search you up, and they know you're a person who get really searching for somebody with means. So once they find somebody with means, that is when they started to date you, because they know you got means. So there ain't no love in that. They searching for you because of the means.
So they said it ain't about the romance, it's about the finance.
So you go looking for this guy who you all about on the bar and this and go into his office work and all you in his office, because you know he makes a good bit of change. And so you sum him up and say, this is a good catch. But other than that, this dude could be the devil. But you can sum him up because he's a good catch at that point.
Because he got the money.
Because he got the money.
The means to your needs, to your comfort, and to your...
And it's screwed up in the Bahamas, where too much women look like they all about this means business, looking for money. And especially the younger woman, like I say, 22, 40. And the younger ones below that got caught up. The 16 to 20, they got caught up because they is the one who get preyed on.
16 to 20?
16 to 20.
Why they get preyed on?
They get preyed on because they really don't know what's going on.
So they trying to learn.
Right, they got caught up.
Okay.
They're trying to find their way out.
I still want to know the reaction of men based on your categorization of women. How do men respond, or how should they respond to women given this profile that you have created? Is there room for love? Is there room for genuine
there's room for love.
relationship?
See, when I, as a man, how man operate, when I then run the road, screw the world, then do what I gotta do, I now settle in. I want to be settled in. I realize that 55, 60, I then do that. Now I want to settle in. Now I want my wife that I married 20 years ago more than ever.
Oh, so the men go through the similar stage.
Yeah, they go through
and phase as the women do.
Yeah, men go through the stage where a life crisis. At a certain age, they go through this crisis. I think it started like in the 50 to the 60.
You mean the midlife crisis?
Yeah, they go through this crisis.
Well, they said basically it starts about 40. And guess what? For men, right? And 40 for men, they're in their crisis. They're looking back at how they missed out on so much. They have not accomplished anything. Whilst the woman at 40 is saying, I've done all of this and now I'm ready to party and have some fun.
Exactly.
And so what happens? The man goes out there because he now feels unaccomplished, unfulfilled, and he looking for something to pacify his inadequate, unsatisfied state. So he go towards the young girl, and the woman now who is ready to party and hardy,
just ready. She
ready now, so that's how she becomes the cougar.
Yeah.
Because so everybody out of their lane.
Right, and the problem you have in the Bahamas. See, and this unique to the Bahamas because.
You think it's unique?
Yeah, to the Bahamas? In the Caribbean and the Bahamas, because the other part of the Western world don't happen like that. You find that in the United States, that you might have divorces, but you have divorces for different.
They remarry.
You're right.
They remarry.
They remarry. Yeah. They don't just stay single. They remarry, and they quickly like that. If they don't want to do, I don't need you, boom, boom, and they jump back in. But their second marriages be their best marriages.
True.
That's what happens all the time. Most cases.
So lessons would have been learned.
Right, but in the Bahamas, because
we just keep doing the same thing over
there. Because we a scheming nation.
Scheming
nation. We're a scheming nation. We base our relationship, our lives are based on false relationships,
perceptions.
Yeah.
ideas,
Yeah. We base,
notions.
yeah. See, we use church.
Or we hide.
Yeah, church is to cover up. So let me give you. Oh Lord, help me go. Let me give you a story. This another day, another topic. We gotta take this up. See, men go to church and use the church as their cover up board. They're this good guy, takes care of their family. They do all this persona in the church. They show they all this respectful distances. And when they step out of the church, they're the devils.
Wow.
So most of the guys in the church, majority of the guys in the church, that's the only cover up. That's the
Yeah. Well, you always talk about the them and us, and the fact that there are a lot of people, a lot of women in particular, that are in marriages and they're not happy.
They can't.
And
they can't be happy because they choose most of, especially your nurses. Let's go to your nurses.
Don't do it.
No, let's go to the nurses. The nurses somehow attract Christians. For some reason, the nurses attract pastors and Christians. Hold on, let's be honest. They usually attract Christians and pastors. And so because somehow history, I don't know, it's like a pattern that nurse always find a guy that becomes
Ain't
Christian.
enough pastors in the nation for that.
Let me tell you what I've noticed.
Majority of nurses are married to officers. Either police officer, defense force officer, customs,
and majority of time,
immigration officer.
And majority of time, the officers on the police force end up at their old age become Christians.
Okay.
Because of the war they see out there.
Okay.
The killing and this and that. Most of them go pick up the Bible. Check it.
Okay.
And when they retire or when they come to the age, they portray this nice, honest, decent guy.
But let's backtrack to before they get into
before they get this, they be bad as hell.
Oh,
yeah.
Now you're talking about the hardship that nurses go through.
Yeah, they have to because they change because it's like this. Let's use the Royal Bahamas Police Force top hand. All the people retire, like the retired commissioner, assistant commissioners, all them in churches.
Okay.
But all of them was bad men before they.
Well, most of them, don't say
not all. Right. Majority. Well, majority end up in the church. Let's look at that.
Yeah.
And that's not a lie. That's true.
No, that's true.
Okay.
Because that's when men go to church. Young men don't go to church. Old men go to church, and the majority of people in church are women.
And so, that's when they become from heathen
to saint.
Overnight. Right. Nothing wrong with that. That's the way.
God spared them an opportunity to get their soul
right. But the damage they are done before they go there. The wife are all turned off. She, in her mind, you can't change. Even when you sit there in front of people, she thinking.
But I'll tell you something, you talk about nurses, right? But men in general are like that. They do all sorts of foolishness in their young age, treat their wives inappropriately, and then when they get old and decrepit, what they do, they want to crawl back in the nest now for the same wife to be their nursemaid and take care of them.
But why not having a nurse? Think about it. If I got my last stage, why not having a nurse? She knows her hands are soft because she did nursing all her life. She takes care of people.
I know one thing.
She takes care of people.
I know one thing.
Oh, you know one more thing.
Don't bank on that because guess what? She may be her opportunity for revenge. So her hand may not be as soft as it is with the patient in the hospital.
Because majority of nurses are Christian.
Okay.
So they ain't a team evil like that. That's
they leave him to God.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The majority of Bahamian women are Christians. And like you said in one of our previous shows, we want to save the world. And our man happened to be the number one. The number one target target for save his soul.
You gotta save him.
And so we forgive and we forget and we do this and we do that.
You all want to save him.
Yeah.
And
that's why men do the foolishness, because they know when they don't do their foolishness, their Christian wife can take them back.
Yeah, but the teachings is forgiveness.
I throw that teaching in the garbage.
Hey, one thing I can say, you gotta have the Bible in your hand and know for use forgiveness. So you ready set up for the fall. See, because all of the lineup is you didn't set up for, because you got the Bible in one hand, so you thinking forgiveness and then you talking about love.
Oh, okay.
So you for the failing, you the firing squad. You really, the fellas all over you, and so, but that's what it is, and until people have stopped being fools. Bahamian woman has to know men don't like Bahamian women who depend on them 100%, Man might play the role that I'll take care of you and this, but deep down, he's saying,
I know. But the flip side of that is y'all don't like independent women either.
No, we do.
So women.
We won't catch a ride. Always remember, men won't catch a ride. Look around.
Men won't catch a ride.
Let me break it down literally too. Catch a ride. See, the ride is so in the Bahamas. Bahamian men always catching the ride because the ride is so good. Check it. Most Bahamian women in the age of 50 and over, they done divorce. Majority of them, right? They got a house by themselves.
And they won't remarry.
Right. And they got a house by themselves. And so all the fellas trying to catch a ride.
Wow.
Free rent. They ain't got to pay for nothing. Free living. You can cook. You know the maids. Them, not me, ain't talking about the hotel maids now.
Special kind of love down in the Bahamas.
Yeah, we talking about them nurses who can take it no matter what. Because they got the fixing, they know how to fix you, and they know how to they know that it's cheaper to hold on to him because I gotta hold on him because God get it. Well, that's what my husband and I marry him, but we ain't divorced, and then he ain't doing good, so let me take you back because the children and you live for the children now. That's what's going on. So you getting right.
I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
The woman never really stopped loving her husband.
No.
That's what it is.
Because she stuck with the Lord.
Because a woman who has fallen out of love with a man, he will never get back in her books. Never.
And I know that.
Never.
Don't care what he do. But most women fall in love.
So forgiveness in the Bible.
Yeah.
It's all about the love
so now
that
we
she
come
have
to
in
the
her
end
heart.
of our show. And what we do at the end of our show is close out letting people know that life is so wonderful and beautiful.
Special.
And you must enjoy this life. This is all you have. All we have is this little breath. And we live this each day. And we try to do the best we can to live this little life we have. And we have, the Bahamas out there now is a jungle. You all got to understand. Let me tell you how I say it's jungle. There's so many cars on the road, you have to think 15 times before you move. Because you got to think for the person who coming at you, the opposite person in the back of you, the person on the front of you. You got to think for everybody.
And everybody in a mad rush.
And everybody in a mad rush to die. They ain't going nowhere. They're ready to die. Because they only care about them.
COVID leave them behind.
Yeah. And so you have to be real sensible now.
Yeah, vigilant.
Stay off the road if you don't have to. Stay in your home if you don't have to. The COVID-19 will get better because the Lord says so. He didn't promise us a good life. He said he came and left for us to have life abundantly.
Go preacher.
All right. So if he came and left for us to have life abundantly, we should supposed to enjoy this little time we have. And so what we must do is take care of ourselves. But one thing I want you to do this week for me, and Melanie too, is look after our brothers. Be our brothers' keeper this week. This just a week to help one another. I can't stop helping Melanie to encourage her to get up and go and get up and go. She's still old school, but I got her. So before she don't throw a blow at me.
Not me.
So,
I don't throw blows.
I just want you to know, have a great week.
Yes.
And enjoy
Continue
it.
to keep
For
yourself
me
safe.
and Melanie under the tree, we can go and wear our masks. And don't forget, your eyes important. They're selling them for $5. Honkathon has passed. Now we got the Pandemic Association. Remember, they selling these just $5. Help support us, not us, them. And make sure this week coming, wear your mask. If I put on my eye now, wear your mask. Wash your hands. Keep your distance. Stay home. Melanie, you got anything to say? And live life abundantly.
Yes, have a lovely week.
Have a lovely weekend.
Look forward to seeing you
Under
again.
the tree again, with relationship in our mind. We're trying to help some of y'all get married and live right. Anyway, have a good
Take care
enjoy
and be safe.
under the tree once again.